Hi, in this video, I want to implement an adaptive banner to an Android Studio project. As you can see, I already created a project in Android Studio, which is completely blank. Okay. First of all, as you know, I have to initialize the SDK. To initialize the SDK, I have to make sure the Google is referenced correctly in project level of build graded file. So I go to the Android Studio, project level of build graded file, and as you can see, I have the Google reference here in all project repositories. Then I have to copy and paste this implementation to app level of build graded file. So I go to app level of build graded file to the dependencies and I paste this implementation here and sync the project. Then I have to copy and paste this metadata tag into Android manifest file. And I'm gonna use this sample app ID for testing. So I copy this app ID, I'm coming here, paste it, press enter, then copy the tag, go to the Android Studio, Android manifest file, and I paste it here. Also, I'm adding user permission for the internet, like this. Here, if you come to the instruction, to the get started for the banner, and if you go down, you can see in the instruction, it's suggested to set the hardware accelerated to true to show the video ad successfully. So here, I'm coming to the application, and I will set the hardware accelerated to true. Then I go back to initializing SDK instruction, and I'm copying these lines to initialize the SDK to the main activity on create method. This is main activity on create method, and I paste it here. Then I'm using Alt and Enter to import the required classes. Like this. Then I go to the banner, adaptive banner instruction. For the adaptive banner, I have to create a frame layout to use it as a container. To create this one, I go to the activity main XML, and I'm gonna create the add container here. So it's a frame layout. I will set the width, match parent, and height, wrap content. I will set an ID for that. I will call it ID frame layout, like this. Also, I'm adding the link because I'm using constraint layout. Like this. Then I have to declare the frame layout. So I copy this one and paste it in main activity class, and I'm using Alt and Enter. Then I go to onCreate method and find the frame layout by ID. Like this. As soon as I find this frame layout by ID, I prefer to set the visibility to the gun to make sure when it's blank and still no advertise is loaded, it's not appear on the display. So I set the visibility to the gun like this. Then I have to create my add view. So I have to declare it first. So I copy it, go to the main activity class, paste it here. Again, I'm using Alt and Enter to import the classes. And here I have to create a new add view. So I'm using this line to create a new add view. And then I have to set the add unit ID. So I copy this and paste it here. As you can see, we still have no add unit ID. So to create a new one, I copy this one, go to the resource folder, to the value, string, and I'm coming here. I make a new line and create a new string. I will use the same name, adaptive banner add unit ID. So copy this one and paste it here like this. For testing and debugging the app, I'm using a sample one. To get the testing sample add unit, I'm coming here. And this is the sample add unit ID for the banner. So I copy this one, go back to the Android Studio, string file, and paste it here. So I go to the main activity, and as you can see, the error is gone. I go back to the adaptive banners instruction. Then I have to set the add view size. Before set it to add container. To set the advertise size, I'm using this line. I copy it and paste it here like this. To create this new method, I'm using Alt and Enter and create it in main activity class. Then I copy these lines and paste it in the new class I just made. I'm using Alt and Enter to import the required classes like this. I'm also deleting this one. I don't need it anymore. After set the add unit and set the size, it's time to set our add view to add container. So I copy this one and I paste it here. I also can set an add listener. So I'm writing add view dot set add listener. It's gonna be new add listener like this. And to implement the method, I'm coming here inside the method and I'm using Ctrl and O, and you can see the list of methods we can implement. Now I only need the onAdd failed to load and onAdd loaded. You also can use the other method if you wish, but in this video I'm only using these two methods. So I press OK and I'm adding this method. I also would like to create a tag and put a log here. So I go to the main activity class. I will create a tag, private final static string, and I will call it tag. It's gonna be banner like this. Then I create a log here. I also copy this log here and paste it here, but I'm changing the message. Banner is loaded like this, something simple. Okay, here we set the visibility to the gun. So as soon as we load the banner successfully, I have to change the visibility to visible. So here I'm adding add container.view.set visibility to the visible. And if something's happened and is failed to load again, I prefer to set the visibility to gone again to make sure it's not showing a blank frame layout. So after creating our ad view and set our listener, it's time to load the advertise. To load the advertise, it's better to load the advertise always on initialize complete to make sure your SDK is completely initialized. So this is the best place to load the advertise. So I prefer to create a new method. I'm calling it load banner like this. Then to create this method, I'm using Alt and Enter, and I'm creating it in main activity like this. First of all, I have to create my add request. So I'm using this line, and I'm using Alt and Enter like this. I'm using an Android emulator to test the app, so it's already set as a test device by default, so I don't need this part. I remove it. After that, to load the banner, I'm using this line like this, add view.load, and pass the add request here. So it should be all right. Let's run the app and see what we get. Okay, this is our app. And as you can see, the banner is loaded. And it's showing the advertise here at the bottom. So let's rotate the device. As you can see, it's loading a new banner with new size. So let's rotate it again. Yes. Good. Okay, also here, if you want to minimize the coding here, you can remove this part and replace it with this code, get resources dot get display metrics. Also, you can use the same here like this. Let's run it again. Okay, as you can see, this is our app and our banner is here. Let's rotate the device. Yes. Okay. Please, if you found this video helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.